Hey everybody, how's everybody doing? Blake 2020. Hopefully you're doing better. You gained some discipline and some understanding. For me, it's all about perspective. It's not going to change because I put myself first. Attitude adjustments are however necessary. Now, for the last 6 weeks or so, I've been lending a critical ear to people. And by people, doesn't matter what your persuasion or lack of understanding, nothing matters except listening critically. Professional world, non-professional world, social media, one-on-ones, but listening, taking it all in, because that's what I do. And what I'm learning about people is no different than anything else as relates to the COVID-19 pandemic. People are going to be how they are regardless of how you view it or whatever the case may be. People are just going to be. And learning how to sit with self while all of this is going on creates an extra code of discipline for me. Now, do I have my own thoughts and feelings behind it? What I will say in short, as far as I go, is I've always been the type to question things first and foremost. It's just in me to do. And as I've matured in my understanding of how things are, I'm not very trusting of what we call the system. See, if I tell you something and I repeat that something to you multiple times, if I tell you something and I repeat that to you multiple times, it's going to have an effect on you. And the things that I'm telling you, if it instills fear or implied fear, instilling fear or an implied fear, the first thing you do is look within. You look at the things that mean the most to you: family, property, belongings, the thought of loss, job, the thought of loss, what it does for you, or rather what it does to you. Well, if you are of those who refuse to question, just blindly going about your business as if, then that's not a problem for me, but it doesn't sit well with me, because you should question things. And there's always politics involved with stuff. People say, I don't get involved with politics, I don't get involved with this, I don't get involved with that. You don't have to get involved with it, but you are affected by it. And anything that you are affected by or infected by, you should get involved with it. With an open mind, of course. With a perspective. Don't get lost in it, because then it's meaningless if you get lost in it. I'm headstrong about a lot of things, but I'm also open to a lot of things. It's how we grow. I don't have I'm not one of them kind of people that's just gonna blow in the wind like a lot of people. And it starts here. Your thinking process. You can be so self-contained that you can't let nothing in. You can't let nothing in, you're dead. You just the walking dead. You let nothing in. So what's my point in that? Stay open-minded, be mindful, be grateful. If you don't have a reason, let me be the reason. Just listen. Be critical in things you hear. Things you hear that are outside your comfort zone that make you feel a certain way, good. Doesn't mean it's for you, but to hear something different. Now, as I said, I don't believe everything that I hear or accept everything that I hear. It has to make sense. It has to connect. See, it has to connect to the bigger picture. You know, you should always be mindful of things that go on. You know, even if you don't necessarily think that they affect you. You know how we have this, I'm gonna get mine, I gotta get mine, go for mine mentality. I understand why that is, because, you know, we respond or act out, respectfully speaking, as individuals. I'm an individual. There are situations that calls for you to be that individual. You know, you live within the framework of certain ways of how you get down with your lifestyle, where you have to be that individual. But don't put yourself on a short end of something because you feel the need to keep up with the situation that don't have your name on it. Don't. Because in the end, it's only going to hurt one way or another. But if it has your name on it, if you're connected to it, then speak to it. Stand up for it. Defend it. You know, I was listening to, not listening, but yeah, I was actually listening to I was reading a post on Twitter. And it made me think of how people say, you know, like, oh, we're so divided on this. Says, no, not necessarily. There are a few people, segments in society, you know, that are headstrong about certain things, and I understand it. It's how they feel about something. But the majority, you know, are where they feel like they need to be. See, a lot of people you can't sit and talk with about nothing because they have nothing to bring to the table. They just mock a situation with no understanding. And it don't do nobody no good. A bunch of dead energy. It affects no one except the negative factors that you bring to the table, or those of you that do. So yeah, you know, you gotta hold on. Believe in yourself. Do for self. Attitude adjustment. I'm listening to people right now. You know why I'm listening to people right now? Because I understand them. Don't mean I agree necessarily, but I understand. And when you got understanding, it becomes the bridge where you can connect the dots with people. Now, I'm not soft on nothing. I'm just, you know, being Blake 2020. Yeah. Rainy. But yeah, stay informed. Stop being so hard on yourself. Be easy with yourself. Love yourself. Allow yourself to be nurtured. Your children, your families. Don't just give up, because you gain nothing by giving up. And there's so much you can earn and learn. So much. It's that fear, y'all. Stop being so scared. Fear cripples people. It keeps people from being open and communicating about what's really going on. I know with fear, sometimes we strike out and we ramble on about things that's sometimes senseless, but you know, like, everything is so compartmentalized, like Democrats and Republicans, labels, should I say. Everything has a label, a tag on it. You know, iPhone versus Droid, Honda versus Toyota, Nike versus Adidas. Yeah, but it's all a perspective, folks. Be easy on yourself. Don't kill yourself trying to catch up to something that don't have your name on it. Nope. Don't. You got nothing to lose. You have a lot to lose. Your sanity. Or sanity. So it is about when others respond differently. And that is me to the letter, if I can. Yeah. Yep. There's a lot more I want to say, but I won't. At some point, there will be a lot that I do say, and I won't be by myself. I'm not one of them type of people who hides behind a keyboard and just, you know, goes off on this emotional rant like most of you do, because you're too scared to get out in front of the camera and let people see what you're really built like. But it's all right. We all play a part in this. We all play a part. I'm out. Blake 2020. Enjoy the remainder of your day. And if something you can improve upon, do it. For me, communication. Number one thing, regardless of the situation. And be understanding about whatever you're communicating about. All right, I'm out. Again, Blake 2020. This is going to be posted to YouTube, so I will send you folks, send this to you. I'm out.